How's it going? Welcome, Facebook. This is Billboard Live. My name is Kevin Kenny, and I am joined today by a very special guest and some Billboard trivia. The first ever unsigned artist to hit #1 on the Hot 100.
I know this one.
Is it Lisa Loeb?
I think so.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Lisa, for stopping by. This is awesome. Oh, yeah, put it
I feel
there.
Like I was gonna have a handshake.
Yeah, so professional right from the get-go.
I know, right? Handshakes.
We could probably talk all day about, Stay and what that time was like and the amazing career you've had, but I actually want to talk to you really quick before you get going. You're going to be playing us a couple songs here on Billboard Live today. I want to talk about something you're going to do in June, which is pretty cool. You have somewhat of a residency, a bunch of dates lined up for the Cafe Carlyle here in New York City.
Yes, and it's so funny because I'm talking to you right now, and you're such a young man. And it's cool because when I was in New York City right after I graduated from college, I played at CBGB's with my band and CB's Gallery and Lone Star Roadhouse and all these music venues that were sort of more rock venues and singer-songwriter venues. And Cafe Carlyle was, the cabaret. And I remember I got to see Betty Buckley there and people who would sing the American Songbook. And so it's always been this like amazing, iconic place where real musicians play for people eating fancy food, and now it's really cool because they've really opened it up, I think, to a younger crowd as well. That's why that's took me a long time to get to
Absolutely.
that. But it's sort of also for a younger crowd as well now, and it's great to be sort of part of that transition. And the next step for the Cafe Carlyle, they still have Woody Allen on Monday nights, and they still have great cabaret performers. But it's nice to be able, for me, to be able to play my guitar in a really nice, intimate, quiet space.
Yeah.
It's a very fancy neighborhood.
Absolutely.
It's
You're
like
like
the
coming
Upper
up in
East
the world over here,
Side.
Lisa.
I know. It's the Upper East Side. You have to, you could get in trouble.
Yeah.
You have to like follow the rules. No, but it's a beautiful space and it's a great listening space. And as I've gone along, CBGB's is a great place to play with a band back in the day. But now with an acoustic guitar, it's really nice to play in a really intimate, focused place where I can play a different show every night. For 2 weeks, not completely different, but, a lot of different songs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you talk about the 2 weeks. I think you kick off there June 6th. You're going to wrap there around like June 17th maybe. So it's like 11 days. It's like 2 weeks like you just said. How many shows are you playing throughout that time period?
Well, I'm going to play, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Oh, my gosh.
And then I have 10 shows, and I'm not going to rap. Exactly. I will end up, but I'm not going to actually rap.
Yeah. It's like a Lisa Loeb music festival up there, it sounds like, in June.
You said I was going to rap, so
No.
I will wrap it up.
They will know, yeah. What I wanted to ask you about is this residency. Have you ever done anything like that before, just playing the same venue for like 11 dates?
I have never done that before. The closest I've gotten is not me. I had a musical here at the Atlantic Theater. I did a kids musical that we wrote, my friends and I wrote, called Camp Capuana, and it was here for a month. And so we got to see the performances over and over again. But I don't think I've played this many shows in a row like this.
Yeah. It must be
practice.
It must be so different than touring, right? Like a different city every night, different venue. You probably get to know a venue over those 11 dates, no?
I don't know. I'm going to find out what's going to happen once I get there. I do think because I usually play about 3 shows in a row and then take a break.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my touring pace.
Mm-hmm.
And so I definitely, even though it's like New York City, I'm probably going to be, going to my room, reading my historic fiction book.
Right.
Just sort of laying low and then playing my concerts at night.
It's in line with that best behavior you're talking about, the Upper East Side.
Yeah, I'm going to be reading books, and I like reading books, but I have to be really, you have to take care of your voice when you're a singer. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people do. You have to sleep and just really take care of it, not stay up all night and be in New York City.
Yeah, I want to talk about this.
Sad.
Is it sad?
Yeah, it is. That's okay. It's okay. They have a really good pharmacy called Zittimer up there.
Yeah.
And you could just
Oh,
wander
wow.
the aisles forever.
She knows the lay of the land up there.
I do. You could
know
go
all
to
the
Zittimer.
spots.
You could just, walk around the drugstore. Glamorous life.
I don't want to keep you too much longer before you start playing. You're going to play a couple songs here for us, some new stuff, maybe an old song.
Yes,
But I want maybe, who knows? That's the rumor, at least. But I want to talk about this new record that came out last year, Feel What You Feel. It's an all-ages record, and it's an Amazon exclusive. Is that true?
It is. The last 2 records I've put out have been exclusively available with Amazon. I've been making records with all different labels, Geffen Records, Interscope Records, A&M, just tons and tons of labels, big labels, small labels. And I started putting records out through distributors, and Amazon came to me and they wanted to see if I would do some exclusive records with them. So I made a nursery rhyme record called Nursery Rhyme Parade. It has an exclamation point, so, and it was all classic nursery rhymes. And I followed it up with, I wanted to do a more original song. So I did Feel What You Feel, which is the one you're talking about. It's got bread or toast on the front, and it's of the album cover, the virtual album cover that you can find. I also actually have albums, but it's a collection of songs, and there are songs on it that you don't know if they'd be for grown-ups. Well, I didn't know if they were going to be for grown-ups or kids, but it really felt like family-friendly, the kind of music I liked when I was listening to music when I was a kid. Not to compare myself to the Beatles, but like the Beatles, and there's a disco funk jam called Feel What You Feel that I do with Craig Robinson.
I was going to ask you about that. And then him and Ed Helms are on it.
Yeah,
how do you get these big movie stars to cross over into the world of music?
I call them up and I say, hey, you want to come play?
Yeah.
And then, I meet people here and there, and like Craig Robinson, when we met, we hit it off immediately, and we like talking about music, and actually we just like singing to each other. We always end up singing Reunited to each other.
Really?
When we shake hands. And we just kept, running into each other, and finally it just seemed like this funk jam was perfect for us to sing. It's got some funny words. I'm not about to sing it, sorry. Oh. You can listen to it on Amazon.
There you go.
But it was funny, and then we decided to do another song as a companion piece, which is It's All Right to Cry, which is a song from the late 70s from a record called it's a Marlo Thomas record called Free to Be You and Me, which is one of my big influences. Okay. So we did it as a duet, and it was just really nice, warm, kind of cozy feeling song.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ed Helms came and played banjo on yet another song.
That's amazing.
So that was really cool.
Speaking of songs, what are we going to hear from you today? Can you tell us?
I'm going to play 3 songs, I think.
Okay.
I am still learning my songs. I have so many songs that sometimes I have to learn them, so bear with me. One of them's called, I think I'm going to start with a song called Moonstar Pie. And then I'm going to play, I feel like I'm telling you the menu.
Yeah.
Then there'll be
Get ready for Carlisle.
Then there'll be a fresh bread basket with 3 dips, hummus, pita. I think I'm going to play, well, I'll tell you should I tell you as
Yeah, no, don't spoil it.
Surprise?
I'm trying to get an exclusive up here.
I'll tell you like 1 second before. How about if I tell you when I tell them?
That would be awesome.
Is that cool?
On that note,
Okay.
please take it away.
Thank you.